walked into jail facing a misdemeanor bench warrant.
I didn't pay my fine. I was homeless. I had no money.
But before he was even booked, this happened. Handcuffed and thrown headfirst into a wall by a jailer.
My head snapped back, and that was it.
Tonight, as the FBI investigates what happened to Jeff Fry inside the Lorain County Jail, Fry is telling his story for the first time publicly to one reporter. News 5 investigator Scott Knoll here now with the story you'll see only on 5.
Yeah, Jeff Fry says he spent 2 weeks in the hospital and another 4 months in a nursing facility, recovering from what happened May 12th. Injuries that his lawyer says included a broken neck and permanent spinal cord damage. For Jeff Fry, even sitting in one place,
Sorry, it's got to stretch.
is difficult. His left arm in a sling, he has only partial use of his hands. Nothing like the 58-year-old seen here in surveillance video walking into the Lorain County Jail May 12th. Did you deserve what happened that day?
No.
You get emotional.
Well, of course. Every time I think of it. That's why I try and be happy. Nothing's ever easy.
According to this Elyria police report, officers arrested Fry on a municipal court bench warrant. The report says Fry was under the influence of alcohol, but capable of walking on his own. Jail video shows he's searched, then walked through the jail's Sallyport area. That's when the video shows Fry, who's handcuffed behind his back, briefly turn away from the jailer escorting him. That corrections officer, Brian Tellier, then appears to grab Fry and fling him face first toward a glass wall. Still handcuffed and unable to brace himself, Fry's face and head hit the base of the wall.
I was knocked out completely. Body froze. Couldn't move. Nothing. Nothing.
In his report, that jailer told supervisors because of the, quote, risk of potential escape, he attempted to place Fry against the wall, but that Fry fell due to his intoxicated state. While there's no audio on the surveillance video, Fry says he had no plans to escape.
I was in handcuffs. That's a 15-foot fence, barbed wire. You can't climb a fence like that. And I never jumped before, never ran.
The Elyria police officer who was there reported it appeared as though Fry tripped over his own feet. He noted Fry was mumbling and appeared heavily dazed from the impact. His eye begun to swell and was bleeding from his mouth. Fry says he doesn't remember what happened next, but video shows jailers pick him up and carry Fry, his legs dragging beneath him, into a holding area. Fry says that's where he came to.
And they started talking and asked me how I was doing. I said, I don't know, you just broke my neck.
Despite that, at no time on the video does anyone appear to stabilize Fry's head. Instead, a nurse checks his vital signs. With Fry seated, propped up against a wall, Tellier appears to twice reenact what happened.
That was not a dangerous situation. There was no need to use any force against him.
Civil rights attorney Nick DiCello represents Fry. He believes not only was his client assaulted, officers tried covering it up.
I mean, if those officers were here on this street corner with us right now, and I did something like that to you or to Jeff, I'd like to believe both of them would have me arrested and take me to jail for doing it.
An ambulance was called for Fry, but according to a letter from the jail's administrator, it was not a result of the use of force. Instead, James Gordon told a sheriff's captain it was for Fry's, quote, extreme intoxication and low blood pressure. That jail administrator, James Gordon, is Tellier's father-in-law, according to a sheriff's captain. Again, without audio, there's no way to know what that ambulance crew was told about Fry's injuries. But watch what happens as they try to position Fry on the stretcher. Fry says he doesn't remember it, only saw it weeks later on video.
I wanted to see what was done to me too. Anybody would.
And then when you saw it, what'd you think?
I said, oh my God. And, a few other choice words.
He doesn't understand why this happened.
You'd never get it out of your mind.
And while Fry says he's focused on trying to get back to as close as normal as he can, he also wants accountability for what happened to him.
I don't see how they could, do that to somebody. Just out of humanly respect, just to treat somebody like you could throw them around.
Records show the Lorain County Sheriff's Office opened an investigation into Tellier's actions in May. A lieutenant found Tellier used inappropriate and excessive force against Fry. That same lieutenant found Tellier also falsified county records by submitting inaccurate incident and use of force reports. However, more than 2 months later, there was no indication Tellier was disciplined for any of it. And a sheriff's office captain confirmed this week Tellier is still working. A union rep for the corrections officers did not respond to our request to talk to Tellier for the story. I asked for Fry. He says he's met with FBI agents 3 times about what happened, and his attorney says he's preparing a civil rights lawsuit on his client's behalf.
There are a couple parts in that that are just tough to watch.
At least 3.
At least 3, my goodness. And that's not the only investigation into what's happening behind the bars there at the Lorain County Jail.
Yeah, Rob, you'll remember on Monday we showed you this video. Another corrections officer caught on camera repeatedly hitting a man scheduled to go to a mental health facility. That jailer, Ruben Ortiz, now charged with assault and falsification. Ortiz scheduled to be in court in Elyria later this month.
Man, oh man, there's a ton going on inside that jail.
Yeah, and for so long, without videos like this,
Yeah.
we had no idea what was actually happening.
Thanks for bringing it to us, Scott. Nicely done.